Live.
Got it.
And then in a moment, we'll be on Facebook with the Faster class.
Cool.
All right. Counting down to being live on Facebook in 3, 2, 1. Hi, Facebook. Adam Bricker here with Faster class. I have a special guest today, Dr. Philip Agrios. Oh, boy, I hope I said that right, Doc.
You did great. You did perfect.
So I'm not going to call him Dr. Phil. Don't make that mistake either. We call him Dr. A because he's got an A game for you. He knows that everybody has a internal saboteur. There's reasons that we're not attracting everything in our life that we want. And if that's you, you're going to really enjoy the next 10 minutes with us on the Faster class. Dr. Agrios, please go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience and let them know what you do.
Thanks so much, Adam, for me being here. Hi, everybody. My name is Philip Agrios. I'm a business breakthrough specialist. I help business owners, executives, and entrepreneurs help stop self-sabotaging themselves immediately because I help them to uncover a hidden sabotaging trait that they're all born with. Yes, we're all born with a hidden sabotaging trait that actually slows down or stops our success, because if we actually achieve that on a subconscious level, it would be more painful, so we never get to that next level. So when I first found this, I was like, this is way too simple. There is no way. So I went out to try to disprove it. And over 30 years of thousands upon thousands of people, I was not only able to prove it, but I found a way to switch it off instantly, and it worked 100% of the time. So this is what we help our clients do, uncover that so they can move forward and do it at any time they want.
So not only do you help people to understand what's stopping them, but you help them get in control of it so they can move forward.
Yeah, because what we did was when people start to release their personal professional power and they start to feel uncomfortable, that saboteur kicks in to protect them. That's it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not an idiot, or the 100 words we say to ourselves. You're just protecting yourself. So when you go and feel uncomfortable, then you go down like this. But what we teach you, because you never get rid of it, the saboteur is there to actually cause you to evolve, because when you're ready to be and you're uncomfortable, you have an opportunity to evolve, but you feel uncomfortable subconsciously, so you go into protection. So when you start to contract and you start to understand why you're doing that, by using the antidote, which we call that's as a solution, you then go into growth immediately. So you're kind of doing this in order to evolve, compared to the hamster wheel of up and down and contraction. That's it.
That's fantastic. And people who have this contraction, do they know they have it now? Do they get a feeling about it, or is it just kind of undermining their existence?
It doesn't undermine it. Again, it just protects. It's like anything in the body, whether, like thyroid, right? This is one of the things I used to be a chiropractor and a functional medicine practitioner. My specialty was autoimmune and thyroid, the sick of the sickest. And we helped them to understand why they could never get to health, because subconsciously it was more painful to go there and stay there than stay in their disease state. And that's when I started to see it. And then my patients who were business owners were making major breakthrough in their business, and I never thought about using it in business. So I started doing that. I started getting referrals all around the world, wrote my book, and decided a few years later to leave my practice and do this full time. So we find that when people really understand it, they will now say, wow, I do that in those circumstances when I'm feeling uncomfortable and I can't get through it. And that's just because they don't know how to switch it. The antidote, and the reason why we call it the antidote, because when I first found it, I was like, if I'm bitten by a venomous snake and I'm about to die, do I want something that might work or the antidote? Of course, the antidote. So I thought, well, if you're going into a personal or business contraction, or you're going south quickly, you'd want the antidote instead of just trying to figure it out like we're all doing. So what happens is your saboteur and the antidote are the exact opposite to each other. It's like a coin of a heads or tails. When you see your saboteur, you can't use your antidote. And when you use your antidote, it's impossible to sabotage yourself. And we prove that and guarantee that 100%.
So you're hearing us now. We're on with Dr. Philip Agrios, Faster class behind the scenes. And you've just heard him say, if you're involved with your saboteur, he's going to teach you how to use the antidote. Okay. When you use the antidote, it dismantles the saboteur. It can't stop you. You're going to be on your path to success. This process, Doc, what's it take? 8-9 years to go through?
We've had people shift within a few minutes to an hour and a half max, because when they start seeing it and they start because we actually show them to do it. And when they do it, it starts to shift them. So some people take a little longer, because here's the thing. Your personal and your business are one. So when you use your saboteur, both are affected. And when you use your antidote, both are affected at the exact same time. So depending on your challenges, the challenge, if it's not that big of a challenge, you can get through very quickly. But there are some challenges that are just embedded for a long time that's going to take longer periods to do that. So from there, what we do is when we talk to people, we always tell them, bring us a challenge, and we'll show you how your saboteur actually created it and how to use the antidote to start solving it immediately.
I wanted to make sure I was on camera when I was speaking with you.
No worries.
I'm just looking at the Facebook feed right now. We're live on the Adam Connects community. We have a couple people asking about this.
Love questions.
This is a beautiful thing. Do people know? Are they aware of their saboteur before they take your quiz?
No, because no one else is teaching this. This is something totally new. And no one else is going through it in the way we are. So I always tell people, if you want to learn something totally new, we have it.
Beautiful. So our audience needs to know that you can't see your saboteur when you don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And once you know what it is,
you feel resistance. So again, if you feel resistive, you feel stressed, if you feel anything negative, what we actually show you is that this saboteur is like a domino effect. You ever see the guys who, the domino masters, they push the one domino and goes, right? And the last one hits, and let's say balloons are released. Well, what's the last thing you see? The balloons, right? Well, that's your imposter syndrome, your anxiety, your depression, your stuckness, and everything you feel and see what? Last. So then we take our coping methods and do what? We put them on the balloons, not the one domino that caused it. And that's why it never goes away, because we're focusing on all the other things except this. And we actually prove that this saboteur creates all your negative emotions, every one of them, just one. So we teach you have to just focus on one thing, and that's it. And that's why for 30 years, I'm saying this can't be this simple. And it really, truly is.
So somebody would take the quiz, find out, and that's free, right?
Yeah, the free is they get their inborn sabotaging trait and their antidote for free. And a lot of people that really follow the instructions, please. You want to take it as you're a kid or a teenager, especially therapists and coaches who take it. They take it as of today. Well, if you're taking it as today, it's not going to come out always correct, because you're using your antidote most likely. So you're not going to get the saboteur. So if you go back, because a lot of people go, well, I used to do that. And I go, you still do it, but you're not using it. You know, that 90% of the time you're using your antidote, but even know why you're successful. We're using it 5 to 10% once you understand that, because it has to be there. Because if you're not using your antidote, then you're not evolving. You're just playing it safe and you're just doing nicely. But if you want to start to evolve and you start to get uncomfortable, then that saboteur will kick in to protect you. And then from there, you'll know exactly what to do to move forward.
Outstanding. And so we invite you to take the test, take the quiz. It's short. I took the quiz. It'd take me less than 10 minutes, right?
Actually, it takes you a minute.
It's
only 9 questions, unless you want. And if you're sitting there taking more than like 4 or 5 minutes, then you're overthinking it. And then that's actually your saboteur, because you're protecting yourself. Just take it as if, see what happens. And then you'll see, we give you in the results page a nice breakdown of what it is. And then it'll give you your 1-sentence antidote. Now, look, we've had people who think, we had a professor one time say, I want to let you know is that I thought that was it. I said, no, we go much deeper with this. She goes, I know, I'm in your course. And within the first week, I'm making more breakthroughs. This is more deep than what you had in results-based. And I said, yes, because I used to put more on there and it would confuse people because it was, they were trying to make it more complicated than it was. And when they go through, I have a 5-week live group coaching course called Transcendence 101 from self-sabotage to self-made success. We guarantee you that in 5 weeks or less, you'll stop self-sabotaging yourself.
Outstanding. So the guarantee is there.
Oh yeah.
So,
in less than 2 weeks, we tell people, if you don't like what you're going through, we'll give you 100% of your money back. And no one actually does because everybody makes a major breakthrough the first and second week. We have them wait until the second week because everybody makes that major breakthrough then.
Got it. So you hear it, you're hearing it here. If you want to be more successful in your business and find out what's keeping you from using the law of attraction, from really getting exactly what you want out of life. And there's a pattern. We're going to uncover the pattern. Dr. Agrios is going to set you up with your antidote, and then you're going to write testimonials, you're going to make testimonial videos, and the whole world's going to see that you're in a better place.
Yeah, we have all those testimonials after people take the course because they really want to help inspire others, because it's just not only the saboteur. There's 2 other traits, by the way. There's a dominant trait, a mediator trait, and the saboteur. So once you understand that sequence, I can tell you everything about you and never meet you. If you had a significant other, I can ask you a couple of questions about them, tell you everything about them, and then I'll tell you how you two interact and never ask you a question. That's how much of a science we got this down, because there's only 6 sequences of human behavior. So there's really only 6 people in the world. So those of you who are speakers, imagine whether you're in front of 5 people or 1,000 people, there's only 6 people you're talking to. And if you shift your speech to those 6 people, then you'll be able to connect to them no matter how many people you're speaking to.
Outstanding. Great advice, great input. We have lots of speakers on this channel. So if you're a speaker, you want to be more effective on stage, go ahead, take the quiz. The link's down below, and go ahead and get a chance to meet Dr. Agrios. The life is truly waiting for you at the end of this class.
May I ask, when I gave you one more thing real quick?
Yeah, please.
When people don't close, it's their saboteur stopping them because it's more painful to close that person. And I tell them, imagine knowing your potential client's saboteur, or your spouse or your child or your mom or whomever. When you know that potential client's saboteur, you'll know the resistance, and then you can help them with your product and service to buy it if that product and service is right for them. Karma's a bitch, but we want to make sure. So once you understand other people, then you'll understand other sequences. You'll start understanding the people in your lives, understand how to resolve conflict immediately, how to become an even more effective leader, as well as how to how to build your team in the way you want them to be.
Outstanding. Outstanding. More benefits than I even thought were possible. Doc, I do have a couple more questions for you, sure, but I'm going to hold off. We're going to go ahead and record your faster class first. Okay. So we're going to do that. So we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock. There's no clock. Don't worry. And, and then this is the part that everybody will get through the faster class. So stand by over there. Give me 5 seconds. All right. We're on a countdown. Hold tight. We're in 5. That little record button's going to pop up.
Sure.
So 5, 4, 3, 2.
Got it. Hi, I'm Dr. Philip Agrios. I'm here with my faster class nugget. 3 reasons why people self-sabotage themselves. Number 1, they had success before and they lost it. So they never get to that point again, because if they subconsciously, they're thinking, if I ever lose it, it'll be more painful. So they never get to that point. Number 2 is that to do what's necessary. I mean, I got to take a class. I got to write a book. I got to go back to school. I got to do this, this, and this. You know what? I'd rather just kind of go to Netflix and binge watch, and I'll do it tomorrow. Ain't going to happen. Let's get it done. And number 3, increased success equals increased pain. I have people go, I want to double my business. And I go, no, you don't. Because if you really wanted to, you would have done it, because you would be more overwhelmed. You would have never see your family because you don't have enough automation going on. You don't have enough employees or whatever, enough staff. So you never get to that point. So 3 reasons: you had success and you lost it. Do what's necessary, and double your success will double your pain. And that's why you don't do what you need to do. So that's my Faster Class nugget. Hope you enjoy and start using them now.
Outstanding.
How was that? Good.
Yeah, that was perfect. I mute my mic and I turn my camera off. So, when we went out on Facebook, it was just you. Wow, those are 3 really important things. I could just right now, I see the audience hearing, going, wait, increase success. I want to increase success, but that would also increase their pain and the amount of time away. That makes so much sense.
Yes, absolutely. And that's one of the 3 basic reasons why the saboteur kicks in to protect them.
Got it. And that one that that you said to me, that you said first, which was
you had success and then you lost it.
Yeah. I see that with a lot of people.
Oh, even love. That's why people never get to have the love they want, because they had it and the person maybe broke their heart, or they went through so much pain. So they ever get there again and lost it. So they bring in people that are abusive to them. They don't bring in the right person, or they'll abuse them, or whatever the case may be, to protect themselves.
Beautiful, beautiful. So find your saboteur, take the quiz, get the antidote, have a better love life, have more success in business, and I guess better relationships, because you'll understand other people better.
Absolutely. We had a coach one time, took our course. Within 5 weeks, her relationship with her husband grew, because not only did she understand her sequence, she understood his, and he never knew she was taking the course. So we actually show you how to, by shifting you can shift others. Wow,
that's amazing. So it's a ripple effect of success permeating through your life.
Absolutely. So once you understand that antidote, you can repeat success over and over again. Look, I took Tony Robbins, I took Rowe and Zig and all the greats, and I found why I wasn't being successful. And the one thing I realized was I was taking all that great information, because it's great information, but it's general. It's not specifically to you. So I was using it on my dominant and my media traits. And what was happening is, that's why, because it was subconsciously easier. So then it would hit the antidote, and then I would get successful. But because I didn't know about the antidote, I would lose my success. But now we teach people, use your information, all your brilliance, especially coaches. I see a lot of, we work with a lot of coaches because it's too close to them. Once they bring it out, I tell them, look, then use your brilliance on the antidote. We had a vet who had PTSD, 5 tours. And the first week I told them, look, bring the antidote to your therapist. When they started to use all that was happening with the antidote, within 2 weeks, he made major breakthroughs, because they really got to that one domino instead of going to the other ones.
You take that one domino out, nothing else falls.
Right. Actually, you're going to show it actually goes the opposite direction. So instead of the balloons kicking in, you have a different and opposite reaction. Remember, when you may go, oh, my life is falling apart. And I go, yeah, but it's also falling together at the same time. It depends on what side you want to look at.
Got it. So we have your opportunity to see your life from a new perspective. And perspective is huge. We teach this in the community all the time. 4 of us could go see a movie and we could have 4 different interpretations on it.
Absolutely.
So you have a chance to use the antidote and get a new perspective on your life, acquire that success that you've always been looking for, and then write Dr. Agrio some really nice thank you letters.
Yeah. Or ask me as many questions you want. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and all the other social media if you have any questions. Even your skeptics. I love skeptics. They're my best clients.
He's smart. He's available. He knows your saboteur. He knows your personality without even meeting you. Take the free quiz. The link's down below. Doc, thank you so much for being on the Faster Class.
Thanks, Adam. I really appreciate you, and I hope that this was valuable for your audience.
You got it. You got it. Thanks, Doc. Talk to you soon.